Hello, my beautiful people. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really tired, but I really wanted to get this reading out today. I mean, not reading, maybe I'll do a little reading at the end, but I wanted to do this video before I went to bed. So I've been thinking about this for the last few days. Ow. And I just feel, man, Spirit has been really relaying messages when it comes to relationships and partnerships and being tested. Definitely being tested when it comes to the universe sorry, I hate this chair. The universe wanting to know if you really passed your test, wanting to know if you learned your lesson so that you can move on to the next phase in your life, whether it be, I'm talking about love, but it could be anything. It could be a new job, a new opportunity, just something new that you guys have been wanting. I feel like collectively, a lot of you have been wanting this thing, have been praying for this thing. And I feel like it's right there, dude. Like it's like you're so close. And it's funny how Spirit does this, where it's like, are you sure though? Like, did you pass your test? Like, do you really know who you are? Are you really your true authentic self? Are you acting in a way where you respect yourself and truly believe that you deserve great things? And it doesn't have to be like physical stuff, like, you know, like money. It can be. It could be living a different lifestyle. Finding a new love. Finding a new job, a new career. Believing in yourself enough to do something that you've never done before because you've, you know, out of fear, have been stopped. Out of your own mind, out of your own beliefs. And I'm just going to use myself as an example because this has something to do with love, I feel like, for a lot of people. And not only going on with me, but I also notice the people around me. I feel like Spirit loves sending old people back. Especially those who've hurt us, those who we should have left a long time ago. And I know, and I feel it deep in my fucking soul, the core of my soul, that is because I'm so close. And it's not like in a sense of like, oh my God, I'm waiting for this great love to come. I'm not looking for it, but it's like, I'm open to it. It's something that I do look forward to in my future, because I never knew what it was like to be with someone who reciprocated the same love and energy that I would give out, and to be treated right. You know, in my past, I have excuse me, I was gonna say unlearned. I unlearned now. But I used to attract a lot of people who would cheat on me, and a lot of people who would use me. But eventually I had to learn that and see for myself that this was a pattern that I was choosing to live. For the longest, I thought to myself, why does God keep sending me this shitty people? Like, I don't understand it. Sorry, I did a reading before this, so my throat was so dry. I wasn't drinking the whole time from the last reading. But yeah, so that was the lesson that I needed to learn. So I'm literally in the midst of it all right now. So that's why I'm using myself as an example when it comes to love, because I've noticed that, like, the last person I dated was a little bit over 2 years ago, like in a committed relationship. I say committed, but he cheated on me all the time. But the funny, and I shared this in my other videos, the funny part about it was that I kept going back to him, even though he kept cheating on me. So of course I had to analyze this and think to myself, like, First of all, I can't blame anyone but myself. Second is to analyze and realize, like, or figure out, I should say, why do I keep going back to him? Like, seriously, Denise, like, sit with myself, look myself in the mirror and be like, yo, bitch, what is wrong with you? Like, first of all, I know I'm better than that. I know I don't deserve it. So then why do I keep going back? And I really had to dig deep, you know, do a lot of shadow work and ask myself questions, and a lot of journaling. I feel like journaling helps so much, because sometimes once you start writing, it's like, I notice when I do it, it's like I start and it's like I can't stop, and it just and then things just start spilling out, like things that I never thought that I was even thinking in the first place would come up on paper. So if you guys are thinking about doing that, I would suggest it if you want to try it out. But yeah, the journaling helps a lot. Yeah, so personally for me, my realization was that, for one, I didn't like being alone, and two, I felt like I didn't deserve any better than that. I really did. Because if I did, I wouldn't keep going back. I wouldn't keep returning to this old pattern, to this old dynamic of, like, having someone just continuously treat me poorly and not put me first. So, along with digging deep into my past and my childhood and, you know, all these types of childhood wounds that like to come up as we grow in our old age, in our adult life. You know, we tend to carry these things. And it's crazy how we don't realize it until it's either too late or when we're in the shit of it, like in the midst of it. So, about almost 2 years ago, I finally left. I finally said no more. I had just turned 34. And I remember saying to myself, I'm too old for this shit. Like, I cannot keep continuously choosing the wrong person, and I'm gonna keep living my life with the same person doing the same thing to me, and I don't want to live life like this anymore. So I chose to leave. The night of my birthday, I got back to I was living with him at the time. And I packed my things and I left. And I haven't looked back since. So now, the last couple of months, this person has been trying to communicate with me. And it's just funny how back then, I know I've come such a long way, because we were on and off for about 3 years. Excuse me. And normally when I'm alone this long, because I haven't been in any relationship since then, I start to crack. This is around the time that I start to be like, get that itch, like, oh my gosh, like, I just want, like, why can't I just be with someone? Like, I want someone who wants to be with me. But it's funny because it's like he wanted this committed relationship, we'd live together and everything, but it was like I never got the full, like, he was just never faithful. It was never the whole package. It was just always what's the word? Like, he was never fully giving himself. I'm sorry, I just had a brain fart. It's like 2 a.m. guys, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so with the testing, like I was saying, is that, and in the last 2 days, he's been trying to communicate with me again. And it's just funny, because I see it happening, and I'm like reading the messages, and I was just thinking to myself, like, it's funny how a few years ago I would crack and I'd be like, oh, fine, I'll talk to him. And it was always out of boredom. That was the funny thing. Because when I really thought about that dynamic, that relationship, when I really thought about it, I'm like, did I really like, I didn't even really like him. I wasn't even in love with him. So it's like, what was I doing? Like, I was in this, like, relationship for nothing, really. It was for my own, like, selfish gain when it came to, like, not wanting to be alone. Because deep down, I realized, like, I never even loved the guy. The guy's whack first. I'm sorry, I'm not saying things to, like, say anything rude or anything like that. But just understand what I'm trying to tell you is that when I really thought about that relationship, when I finally distanced myself out of that and then just like being away from his energy and realizing like, I don't even like the dude. He was boring to me. Like, thought he was whack. He was like not a good father. He had 2 kids. He has 2 kids. And I'm just like, that's not the type of person I want help raising my son. That could never be a thing. And I can't believe that I even stood around that long thinking that it could be. I was lying to myself the whole time. So like I was saying, like with these tests, especially with the universe, like I feel like the universe is testing the shit out of me. Like, you sure don't? Because he's been trying to communicate with me the last couple of months. But now it's like the last 2 days had been like back to back. Like, it's never been like back to back. It would be like random, like sporadic. Like every like, I feel like whenever he gets bored, he does like these check-ins. He does these check-ins with all the women that he was like cheating on with. To see who's available, to see who hasn't learned their lesson yet. Isn't that hilarious? So now I'm passing the test. So I'm proud of myself. But yeah, so be mindful of that, guys. Like, it doesn't only have to be in love, but I can use another example. So in one of my previous videos, I shared with you guys that I quit my job because I felt like Spirit was telling me to quit. I felt like my time at the spa was done, that Spirit had something better for me. I thought to myself, if I worked in a different spa, maybe I would feel differently. Maybe I'd make more money and I'd feel happier and okay. I worked one day and I quit that same day. I felt so bad. The guy who hired me, I felt so bad for him. I was embarrassed. I was like, listen, I know you just hired me. It's my first day. I am so sorry to do this to you. And I said, and I'll stay if you need me. If you need the help, I'll stay. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I can't do this. Like, I thought I could do this, but like mentally, emotionally, physically, because physically it was like my body was breaking down, but I knew that was Spirit's way of trying to communicate with me. Like, bro, I'm telling you, like, you're done. Like, you need to tap out. This is not for you anymore. And I didn't want to listen. So my body, little by little, has been like falling apart while I'm doing this job. And that one day did it to me. Like, he was so cool about it. He's like, I understand. Listen, I know this type of work, you have to be in it. If you're not here, then it's not for you right now. Maybe take a break, whatever. So I've been out of work for a few weeks, and I've been struggling a little bit. But it's funny how when I let that go, little things started like falling together perfectly. I always wanted a remote job from home. Boom, I got it. And I got it like so easy. Like, I didn't even go looking for it. My friend hit me up and was like, yo, I just got this job. They need somebody. Yo, you want me to get you in? I was like, for real? Like, how much, what do I gotta do? Like, what? It's like the perfect job. The perfect job for me. The job that I've been wanting. I just got hired today. You know what I'm saying? Like, little things. And then, like, I've been doing little jobs on the side too. That's been helping me financially. But because I'm kind of like in the middle of the transition, it's like, waiting for your first paycheck. And look, I haven't even started work yet. I start on Monday. It is Tuesday now. So I'm over here like, you gotta pay the rent, you got bills to pay, you got things coming up, school's coming up, I gotta get my son supplies, things like that. And I just got my first check. Well, not first check. I say the only check I had from that new spa, because remember, I left that old spa to try a new one. And I only worked one day. When I saw that paycheck, Yo, I almost went back to that job. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I can't believe I wasted so much time and energy with the other spa. I could have made more money at the new spa. But I felt myself, I felt spirit tell me like, yo, stop it. You're done with that. But I felt that security of like, oh my God, if I go back, I would make so much money. But spirit is like, this is not for you anymore. You know how frustrating that is? I was being so tested right there. For sure. For sure. But I know that if I went back to that, I'd feel the same way. I feel miserable. I would probably blow out my damn shoulder. Like, listen, when God wants you out of a place, even if you're hard-headed and you want to stay, God will do all kinds of stuff to move your ass. Like, for real. So I was weak for a split second. And I was like, oh my God, maybe I should go back. And I was like, nah, man. Like, you know in your core, in your heart, when, like, the universe is trying to tell you, you done. It's time for the new phase, the new next phase in your life. So that's the whole point of me sharing all this, guys, is that know when the universe is testing you. Before you make that decision, before you have that reaction, just wait. Are you testing me right now? Oh, you almost got me. You almost got me. You almost fell for that shit. But I didn't. Oh, man, it's crazy. Because Spirit wants to see where your mind is at and where your heart is at. And did you really learn that lesson? Do you really believe that you could have the things that you want? That you could live the life that you want? And for the last couple of days, I keep hearing this song. It's called Lead Me On by Chandler Moore, I think it is his name. Chandler Moore. He's a Christian singer. But I love this song so much. In the song, he talks about allowing himself to be led by God. Knowing that the things that God has for you is so much better than what you've ever planned. So why settle for less when God is trying to give you more? God knows your heart more than you know yourself. He knows what would be the best partner for you, the best career, or whatever it is that he will have you do to make, money or whatever it is that you do. His way will always be better. The Spirit's way, universe, whatever you want to call it, will always be better for you. And like how I was saying with the whole, when I was talking about my ex, at the time and at the moment, I thought like, yes, this I'm going to make things work and it's going to be fine. That was me trying to take control. I was trying to take control so much that I was willing to lie to myself to be in something so toxic because I wanted to be in control, because I wanted to be like, I want to be the one to control everything and you can tell me what to do and da-da-da-da-da. When on the inside, I was like killing myself emotionally, spiritually. It was not okay. At that time, I was overly drinking. I was just so depressed. I was starting to get overweight again. I was up and down in weight, and it was because even though I wasn't admitting it to myself, it was like my body was trying to like talk to me and be like, yo, you're not okay. You're not okay. You're not happy. You don't love this man. What are you doing? So don't be surprised if you guys get tested this way. Let's pull some cards. So that song is beautiful. If you guys have a chance, listen to it. You're just talking to God and telling God, like, yo, I'm putting my hands up. I'm letting you take the wheel, Jesus. Take the wheel. I don't want to drive anymore. Because of the things that I've been, the way that I've been moving, the way that I've been choosing people and like doing things, it's not fucking working. I'm not doing something right. You do it. You lead me. And you know what's funny? We always know because our intuition tells us. We just don't want to fucking listen sometimes because we're so goddamn hard-headed. And we don't want to we're like children sometimes, right? I want to do things my way. Me. But I don't want to. But I like him. He's sexy. So I'll deal with his bullshit. Oh, she's super pretty. I've never met a girl so pretty before. I'll just deal with her shit for a little bit. Then a few years down the line, you're like, yo, I don't even like this bitch. I don't like how she snores. I don't like how he chews his food. It's so damn annoying. You know how beautiful it is to really this is how I look forward to my new person, whoever I end up meeting in the future, is like, I'm gonna get to meet my best friend and really be best friends with him, really get to know him. You know, the things that matter, not like I see him, I'm like, oh, he's fine, okay. Anyone can be good looking and 6 foot or whatever that people want and have this fucking checklist of how a man should be or how a woman should be, and they end up being shitty because those things aren't important. The height, the money, the status, the things that they have, the jobs that they have, the careers that they have, it's what's in here. But for some people, that's too cheesy. That's not enough for me. And that's why you see all these people with money and all this shit, and they're so fucking unhappy and depressed. Why? Because there's no sustenance. There's no spirit. There's no love. There's no genuineness. Where did it go? That's why a lot of people lost, man, in this world. They're so stuck on all they care about is social media, appearance, how people look how you look to other people. And at the end of the day, these people don't even care about you. That's the funny thing, right? Any of these people gonna show up to your funeral if you die tomorrow? And you think that the fucking shoes that you bought or the car that you drove or the accomplishments that you did in this life fucking matters afterwards? Yeah, it's great you did this great thing. Yeah, but I'm just saying what are you really doing it for? That's what I'm asking. Archie, you can't be snoring like that. I didn't even know he was next to me. He scared the shit out of me. Anything creepier because he looks like a bear, like a toy poodle. I mean, a toy plushie. He's dreaming. He's snoring so loud. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Damn, there's no... Okay, you want to come out. Oh, okay. Yeah, the hangman. Sacrifices must be made. You must let go of things that are no longer serving you. Whether it be the way you care so much about what others think about you and the way that you do things. Being honest with yourself. There's someone here that needs to communicate something to someone. To be fully transparent, completely open. Maybe there may be some type of confessions. But I feel it more as a confession of emotions and how they truly feel. This could be for you or for the other person that you're thinking about. For a lot of you, it's just the authenticity of being yourself. A lot of people don't know how to be authentic because they care so much about what others think and how people are going to view them, not knowing that when you are your true self, when you're your true authentic self, you will bring to you the people who are meant to be in your life, the people that you are aligned with, your tribe, maybe a lover. You never know if that's what's holding you fucking back from beating the one. Oh, that was, I didn't think it was gonna be that loud. I'm Delulu right now. I'm so tired. Okay. See, when I start getting sillier and sillier, it's because of how sleepy I am. Let's just pull out one more, and we're gonna call it a night. I keep hearing that song. It's so pretty. Lead me on. Lead me on. Lead me on. Just lead me on. So we have, I guess we're not supposed to show this or whatever. The Star card. Something is coming, guys. Definitely, for sure. It's gonna bring you to, I just heard the promised land. See, and I'm not a religious person, but a lot of Jesus references are coming through, especially with the song. And I love me some Jesus. It's just the Jesus Christ center, you know, I believe is the heart chakra center. So that's definitely real. It's a thing. You guys passing this test and being true to yourselves, not only outwardly, but inwardly. Being honest and real with yourselves, with the things that you want, the things that you need in your life. Spirit is saying a lot of you are finally maturing spiritually, where now you can make the right decisions because you have evolved, because now you're able to take a step back and look at something from outside the box and be like, I don't think this is for me. I don't think this person's for me. You know what? I'm gonna listen to my intuition. There's something off about that person. There's something off about that opportunity. You know what? I deserve better. Or I should stay put where I'm at. I feel like Spirit is calling me to be here and to wait, to be patient. It's gonna be different for a lot of you. But the whole point of this is understanding when you're being tested and how you're going to pass that test. I'm trying to think. I feel like there was something else I wanted to share with you guys. I just want to see if I get channeled, guys. As me as I am. This is so random. I seen a play, or what do you call those? Broadway or something like that? Someone here is into that. And you guys are kind of shy about it or don't want people to know. I wouldn't be surprised if you're a male, because you feel like, oh, that's not like masculine. I'm going to be dancing around and singing. But I almost see you guys like performing, and it's like you guys are so into it. But it's something that you guys are afraid to show for some reason. The Spirit is saying that's your test. That's your that thing you got to let go of. The fear of rejection. The fear of being disliked. The fear of being laughed at. And you know what's funny? If people are going to laugh, let them fucking laugh. At least you're doing the thing that you love. Can you imagine living your whole life not being able to do the thing that you love, or hiding who you are because of that fear? It's not a happy life. You don't want to be on your deathbed one day and think to yourself like, I should have done that thing. I should have said yes when they asked. life really does go by really quickly. Sometimes I think of how mine isn't like that, but having a child definitely changes that mindset for me. My son's about to be 13, and I feel like it was just yesterday. I've been getting a lot of, like, you know, on the iPhone or phone, I don't know if Android does this, like, there's like the memory thing. It's like, oh, 4 years ago on this day, you took this picture. And I see all these things of my son, how little he was, and it's like, I feel like it was just yesterday. He was like 5 years old, and he's about to be a teenager. That time really flies. It really does. But don't wait to have kids to realize how quickly it goes, because it really goes. I was just watching this before my son went to bed. We like to watch Mr. Beast a lot. And we were watching this episode where this guy, there was a challenge of this guy having to lose, he has to lose 100 pounds before a year. So Mr. Beast has him live in this, like, there's like a huge facility with a gym and everything that he needs is in there. He cannot leave this place until he loses 100 pounds. And there's like this red circle line around the facility, and he's like, if you leave from here, like you forfeit, you lose. And this guy's doing great. He got set up with a trainer and everything. And mind you, the trainer he's like super fit. He's there helping him out. They're like bonding. They become like really good friends. And unfortunately, there was a day where one of, I guess, Mr. Beast's like employees or whatever, or one of his friends came in to tell the guy who's doing the challenge, like, hey, so-and-so is not coming in. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but they found him dead in his apartment last night. Yo, I was a mess. My son was a mess. I was like, this can't be real. Like, what? Like, I'm like, and he's a trainer. Like, bro, how did, and he looks super young. I'm like, how do you fucking die? Like, we had all these questions, and the guy was distraught. He was having such a, he was doing very well with him, and he was losing the weight. You know, they were on this journey together. He was seeing him every single day. And this guy he passed away. And I looked at my son, and I tell him, like, you see how precious, like, each moment in life is. I feel like crying now. I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's like every little moment, every little minute, how are you spending that time? Are you spending it in anger? Are you spending it in toxicity? Are you, cursing someone out? There's someone here that really needs to realize what's truly important in life. The money really doesn't matter. The girls, the guys, that new car. When you die, you can't take those things with you. You take your memories, you take your experiences, your love, the moments you share with your children, the moments you share with your dog, your animals. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get... Spirit, do your thing. Someone needed to hear that. But I'm going to leave it on that note because I'm going to bed. I'm so tired. Yeah, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. But just think about what I said, all right, guys? And make sure you pass that test. Don't get tricked, okay? Don't get tricked, because you know what? You know what the worst thing is, guys? And this is the last thing I'm going to say, because if not, I keep talking. The worst thing is to take the wrong bus, because you're going to have to spend so much more money to get back.